SummerSlam winner, Hart family, this is for you.
Now, when you attend a WWE show, there are a number of rules that you need to follow to ensure everyone in the arena stays safe. These range from keeping a distance from the superstars, as in don't attempt to try and get over that barricade, which unfortunately has been tried a number of times throughout the years, but another rule is that you should not under any circumstances throw anything into the ring itself, as this obviously can cause serious injury to a superstar, but that hasn't prevented a number of people from doing it. But which times were they? Well, join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 8 objects that were thrown at WWE superstars. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists.
There you have it! Good shot!
Number 8, a fan throws a beach ball into the ring. During a match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker taking on the iconic team of the New Age Outlaws during the Attitude Era, a fan tried to ruin the match by throwing a beach ball into the ring.
You know it's a badass Billy Gunn. And Stone Cold.
Luckily, none of the superstars in the ring tripped on the ball, and the moment Austin instantly saw the ball, he booted it out of the ring back into the fans. You could see the physical frustration and anger on Austin's face as he did this, as it was clearly just a fan attempting to get himself over rather than just sit back and enjoy the show. Obviously, Cesaro didn't take that shit years later as well.
Someone in the WWE Universe had a beach ball. Cesaro got sick of it.
Number 7, a fan throws a drink at Brock Lesnar. Now, if there's one person you should never try to provoke in WWE, it's Brock Lesnar. But that's exactly what one fan tried to do in 2017. As Lesnar was making his way down to the ring during an episode of Raw, a fan decided to throw a drink towards Lesnar and his manager Paul Heyman. Lesnar surprisingly completely no-sold the drink being thrown at him, and he proceeded to the ring as if nothing had ever happened. The fan was extremely lucky that Lesnar was unfazed by the incident, or he could have suffered a fate much worse than being thrown out of the arena. It also happened to Shawn Michaels during the 1997 Survivor Series pay-per-view. As he made his entrance, he got a nice cool refreshing beverage thrown at him. But Michaels being Michaels, he took it in his stride. He knew he was going to get heat that night anyway. Number 6, fans throw glow sticks at Chris Jericho. One of the most infamous incidents relating to a fan throwing an object took place in 2009. Chris Jericho was in the ring cutting a promo during a house show when suddenly he was hit with a DX glow stick right in the eye. But instead of simply moving on to the next part of his promo, Jericho decided to encourage fans to throw even more glow sticks into the ring. This sent the arena into total chaos. According to Jericho, this got him in trouble with WWE management for actively encouraging fans to do this. Jericho revealed, "I'm doing my promo, typical heel stuff, everyone's booing. Some dude hits me in the eyeball, it hit me hard, it pissed me off. And I was like, alright, if you want to throw stuff at me, everyone go ahead. Everyone start throwing stuff at me, come on, what do you got?" There is a snowstorm of these glow sticks. There must have been 100. I remember being like a ninja, like Sugar Ray Leonard, boxing them all out of the way. After the show, I was told that Stephanie McMahon wants to fine me and she wants me suspended. Well, Stephanie's not my boss. I don't give a shit what Stephanie wants. You can tell her that. Jericho then revealed that he called Vince directly to address Stephanie's complaint. Jericho added,
I called Vince and I cut a promo on the answering machine. I got heat out there. This is my job. This is what I'm here to do. At the end of the night, the babyface beat me. What's the problem? You're going to fine me and suspend me for getting heat? I said, bring it on, MRFer. Come on. And he just texted me back with a little smiley face and said, calm down, Junior. And the next day at the Garden, went and saw him. And he's like, he didn't even mention it. He's like, yeah, of course you got heat. What's the problem?
Number 5, Kalisto gets hit by a water bottle. In 2017, during an episode of 205 Live, Kalisto was on the outside of the ring selling when he suddenly had a full bottle of water come from the crowd and hit him right in the face. The damage was so severe that Kalisto needed stitches and an MRI, but luckily he didn't miss any time from the ring. It was reported that the perpetrator was apprehended shortly after the incident, but it was never revealed what action WWE and the authorities took on the individual. Number 4, Natalya gets a water bottle thrown at her. Natalya and Lacey Evans made history in 2019 when the two became the first female WWE superstars to wrestle in Saudi Arabia. This was a huge deal for the two women as well as the entire wrestling world, as at one point in time this seemed like an impossible feat to achieve. But unfortunately, the idea of having two women wrestle in Saudi didn't sit well with every fan. This was clearly evident when Natalya made her way down to the ring for the match, as a fan decided to throw a water bottle at her. Luckily, it didn't reach her or cause any damage. Natalya received a lot of praise for her reaction following the incident. She simply carried on as if nothing happened, and you simply couldn't knock the massive smile from her face. During an interview with Yahoo Sports, Natalya would be asked about the incident, and this is what the former women's champion had to say. "When the water bottle was thrown, it was kinda symbolic of my life. Our lives as people. I've yet to meet a person who has yet to have a struggle in their journey. For me, all I could think of in the moment was that, oh, a bottle was thrown. I was going to keep going forward because forward is forward no matter what the pace is. Because of that mindset, I've gotten to where I am today. I've had so much worse than bottles thrown at me." Number 3, Shawn Michaels gets hit with a battery. Shawn Michaels was rather disliked as a top heel in 1998. However, even if a superstar is incredibly disliked, this doesn't excuse fans throwing objects of any kind at them. During WrestleMania week in '98, DX would host a live workout event along with Iron Mike Tyson. Tyson was heavily involved in the marketing for the WrestleMania main event between HBK and Stone Cold Steve Austin, as he would act as a special guest enforcer for the match. But during the event, a fan decided to throw a battery at HBK in the ring. The fan was instantly removed by event security, but HBK was unfortunately unable to just move on from the incident. He left the ring and walked to the backstage area. This was where HBK notably had a confrontation with WWE Chairman Vince McMahon, as Vince was claiming that HBK should go back to the ring and finish the special event.
You never, ever walk out on your audience.
HBK managed to do just that, and he eventually made his way back down to the ring. Now, it's worth noting that during this time period, HBK was in a very difficult space mentally, and he was set to have his last match before his initial retirement just a short time after the live workout session. There was clearly a lot going through his head, which may explain why he reacted in the manner he did. According to Bruce Pritchard, HBK wanted extra security during WrestleMania week due to him being so hated by the fans. Number 2, Stephanie McMahon gets a baseball thrown at her. Stephanie McMahon is well established for being one of the biggest heels in WWE history. From her initial heel turn in 1999 and her work alongside Triple H during the Attitude Era, all the way to her work in The Authority and a feud with Daniel Bryan, she's managed to get under the fans' skin for over 20 years. According to former WWE champion Kurt Angle, at one particular show, she managed to make a fan so angry that they proceeded to throw a baseball at her. Not much is known about the incident itself. Angle doesn't reveal specific details, but it revealed that Vince McMahon himself was absolutely furious that someone would try to harm his daughter. Angle revealed, "This is crazy. So I was going to call the police and I called Vince McMahon instead, because earlier that night during the show, Stephanie McMahon walked down to the ramp and someone threw a baseball at her, and Vince McMahon went to security and said, 'You find the SOB that did that. I don't care how much it takes. You tell the fans, you keep offering them money until they say yes. $100. You know, if they don't want to do it, for 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So security was going around asking the fans and they weren't going to tell, and they ended up doing a really high number, and one fan said he did it. And number 1, a fan throws a replica Money in the Bank briefcase at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns at one stage was hated by quite a large portion of the WWE audience. Unfortunately, in 2015, one fan took his hatred way too far when he decided to throw his replica Money in the Bank briefcase into the ring during one of Reigns' matches. This incident took place during a house show as he was wrestling Bray Wyatt when the fan decided to throw the briefcase into the ring, which hit Reigns in the back of the head. The fan was escorted out of the arena and he was banned from all future events. The fan stated in the police report that fans were chanting for him to throw the Money in the Bank briefcase into the ring. The fan realized how wrong it was, but he admits he got up in the moment. Reigns would later discuss the incident with the Miami Herald, stating, "I was confused at first. I thought Bray hit me in the head with the kendo stick, so immediately I was like, oh man, you're about to get it, brother. Oh, you're about to get your butt whooped. But then I looked down and I could see the briefcase. So I'm trying to piece this thing together. If you see the video, you see me stand up to where I kind of got a little bit hot. Once I was able to process the situation in a matter of seconds, I knew what needed to be done and our security team took care of it."
I was obviously hoping for, a warmer response, but we're just in the blizzards. We're in the cold right now.
But there you have it, folks. 8 objects that were thrown at WWE superstars. Do you guys recall any other instances? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.